Hello, everybody, and welcome to unMadeGaming. It is time for the North Seat. We're here. It's October. There are scarecrows. It's thematic. They're definitely not blood scarecrows. It's definitely super fine, and no one has anything to worry about. Speaking of not worrying about things, Miss Ginger Ninja, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet, and who are you playing today?
I'm Xbiz Ginger Ninja. I'm definitely not the person to follow up something that says "Don't worry," but I'm pretty excited about this week. Last week, our characters, kind of bonded a little bit. Salim and I fucked up a scarecrow. It was good. It was a good time. And I'm pretty pumped for this week to see what else will try to kill us.
Sweet. Speaking of Salim and fucking things up, Suns Out, Guns Out, Bird, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet, and who are you playing today?
Hey folks, I am Bird vs. Plane. You can find me everywhere on Twitch and Twitter under that name, and I'm going to be playing Salim, who is a Maritime Keeper of the Witch Wren. Basically a celestial warlock who has taken on this witch in his life to try to keep her coordinated and focused on things like killing and eating bears and lying about everything we do together.
Perfect. You guys are nailing it. And keeping us on the rails, Maddie, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And who are you playing today?
I'm Mad Fishmonger. You can find me on the internet at Mad Fishmonger. I am playing Cardis, the giant, scary bard. She just kind of hangs out. Generally is pretty chill, unless you make her angry.
Sweet. Speaking of making her angry, Ethan, the Arbiter Bar Demise, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet, and who are you playing today? Oh no, wait, you're not playing anybody. Tell us about the North Sea.
I am playing somebody today.
No, I'm not ready.
Who they are.
I'm not ready for it.
It's a mystery. In Zoom, I have Ethan as 3 or 4 question marks.
Oh, you do. I see it now.
I'm Ethan. You can find me at Super Robot Bear. I do things. This is my module. I wrote it. You're playing it because it's fun, and I enjoy playing it, and I am going to try to scare people today. Literally and mechanically.
Sweet. And if you guys want to get your grubby little hands on this module, click that link in the chat right now. You guys will be taken, whisked away to Drive Through RPG, where you can get all of this module. This one, the primer, and the second one, they are listed, as Ethan is currently working on the third one. Cool. Before we jump into things, I'll remind you guys this is a sponsored stream. We are sponsored by the Dice of Rolling. They are a complete set of polyhedral dice featuring quantities optimized for 5th edition, as well as fun colors. They also have a new wooden token system for status effects and monsters. It's like carrying an army of minis in your pocket at all times. Also, if you guys want to interact directly with the show, check that donation section down below and donate for all kinds of cool stuff. NPCs, Nat 1s, Nat 20s, all kinds of fun jams like that. And with that, Ethan, take us away.
Last time on North Seat, they fought a bear. And then that was cool. And then they decided to go to a farm to help solve a trickster problem that they later found out to be organs inside of a scarecrow. They're not sure who the trickster is, but it's definitely not Trix. These are human organs, including the heart, lungs, and liver. And did I miss any relevant information?
We killed a bear and found out that bears come from space.
Yes.
Oh yes, bears from
Space
space.
bear.
Yeah. Very important information there.
Barry?
Very important information. Damn it.
So yeah, we're gonna return right in the middle of things. I'm gonna paint the scene a little bit. You guys are standing in the middle of a wheat field. The sun is setting, casting a golden light upon everything in this field and making it very, we're seeing lots of golds and blues in the sky, and it's very pretty. But then we also see, I believe, Ren standing over a scarecrow that has been ripped open, holding a lung. This bloody trail between her and the organ. Everyone else is there, and you hear someone scream in the distance, like a ah!
I'd probably run over to wherever the sound was coming from.
It was the farmer you were talking to at the end of last time, and he's just really distressed that you found a lung inside of the scarecrow.
Oh, Yeah, I just kind of look at it, and I'm like, I look at it, and I look at the scarecrow, and I look at the farmer, and I'm like, I don't think this is right.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not right. You're not. Ugh.
Who makes the scarecrow?
Carriot, but he's been missing.
Look, I understand that your farm has been overtaxed by my father sending your men to be hunters, but killing your men and hiding the remains inside of that of scarecrows is just unacceptable.
Yeah, it is. I agree.
Okay, well, I'm going to need you to stop doing it immediately.
Does he actually think that the farmer did? Does he?
No, I don't think the farmer did this.
I need to go.
Hmm.
I need to go tell Edith.
No, Vestian, no.
Ren's in the background, like yuck, 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 trying to get the blood off her hand.
Spraying it.
Just quietly yelling yuck while glops come off.
Vestian, I don't think he did.
Oh.
You said he's missing. Anyone else missing?
Yeah, a lot of people who've gone off to the hunts. A lot of them haven't come back.
Anyone that give you bad feeling?
No, Carriot's always been a good kid. Works hard, makes the scarecrows. They work real good. I'm starting to fear why.
It may not be him. Where he live?
Right. In one of the bunks, he has a bundle of holly above his door. You should be able to find him.
Okay, I'll go over and look at that.
Okay. He runs off to go talk to Edith about the discovery. Edith being the owner of the farm.
Okay, now that he's gone, Ren, what do you know about these kinds of things? You had posited that it was a ritual before when we were talking about the horse with the different organs that were missing. Have you ever seen some kind of a ritual that would involve the organs of humans?
So I'd first like to start off and just point out,
Yeah.
for the record, and she's kind of pacing around in a circle around the scarecrow, that I don't practice this kind of magic because it's humans. It's bad.
Right.
Makes you a bad person.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't practice this.
Okay.
But I believe it's to resurrect dead people.
Okay. Now, Salim, do they teach you about the bad magic so you can stop witches from doing the bad magic?
They teach me some basic ideas of how to keep a specific witch in line.
Okay.
This, I don't know. I could try. I mean, we have to find this carrot at some point. I don't know what would have led a Maritane brother to do something like this. Revenge, perhaps?
Sure.
A missing loved one?
Those are two very specific things you mentioned there.
Thank you.
Okay.
Curtis, you mentioned wanting to go check out Carriot's room.
Yeah.
All right. So you head over to the bunkhouse, which is basically like a bunch of like stones kind of stacked up, and it has a thatched roof built in the traditional Norman style. Lots of carved rock during warm summer days when there's not much to do. And you can go ahead and head inside. It's basically got like this small common room with a hearth in the center and then 4 doors.
Okay, and then I look for the one he said had the holly over the door.
Yep, you can definitely find it.
Okay. And then I will look inside.
All right, it's not locked. Nothing's locked. It's Normans can't afford locks. They're actually locks. Turned out are very high tech. For the most part, like it's high tech. Anyway, so you open up the room and yeah, what are you looking for?
Well, what do I see just initially? Is it tidy? Is it a mess? Is it covered in stuff? Does he have nothing?
There's not much stuff around. You can kind of poke around a bit and go ahead and give me an investigation or perception.
Okay. I was initially just gonna kind of like scan the surface, and then I was gonna start like pulling things apart. So.
It's there's a bunk bed and sort of like a writing desk and a chair.
Okay.
There's some stuff scattered around the room, but it's like normal, like living. You know, when you're like a busy person, you just leave stuff around.
15.
15. All right.
So I'm like looking between the, under the mat, maybe feeling around in the. It's probably hay. Wrapped in blankets, and so I'm like feeling around in there for anything.
So you're looking around the bed mostly. You're actually going to find you're going to find a suit of leather armors and a bow in the room.
Okay. I'll put them to one side.
It's definitely made for a smaller person. Like not Norman size, maybe a little bit small, like not like small.
Yeah.
But not a,
human sized.
Not a 6'3" Viking.
I'm 7'9" also.
Yeah, you're huge. You're on that like border of being actually large.
This is a very small room.
Mm-hmm. You're definitely bent over, like, because you've got your hands down, and
it's hurting my back. I've probably got some of that thatch roof in my horns. Okay, so do I find anything other than his weapon or armor?
You also find, like, kicking around some other stuff. You find some like rotting fruit in a bowl. There's flies on it. You kind of listened for it. And just before you like tossed his bed, it looked like the bed hadn't been slept in a while.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh. Let's see. No. You got a 15, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you found the bow, rotting fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Bed hadn't been slept in for what looks to be quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's great. I'm just going to give you guys all this information. You also find kind of in the writing desk, it's like one of those ones that you kind of open up like this. Doesn't have a drawer, just grab stuff. You find what looks to be some sort of calendar. You're not exactly sure what's going on, but there seems to be something that happens every fourth time, like fourth day. And according to the chart, he missed out on his last circle, like if you backtrack a little bit.
So he was like crossing out the days kind of as he went.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, and amongst some, you find that piece of information. And amongst other things, you see a piece of paper that says butter on top.
Butter on top.
Yes, with the diagram.
Okay.
And the diagram it's a bowl with some sort of thing in it and then putting butter on top of it.
Okay. All right.
If anyone else wants to be in the room at this point in time, they can. This has been quite the search.
Sure.
Yeah. I was about to come back.
Sure.
Seeing this is a journal calendar, you said? With the notes on it? He kind of like looks over, I guess under Kedris' shoulder, and says, butter on top. Salim, does this make any sense to you?
No.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm thinking perhaps it looks like the sort of instructions you would give a servant.
Yes, but he is a servant.
So who gave him this?
Well, the owner of the farm, he's a farmhand. I would assume, unless he believes he has a servant of his own. Perhaps an evil servant.
Here is the calendar, and I'll hand it over. And I'll just like put all the items out of the room, and then very slowly and carefully make my way out of the room without destroying it.
So looking at the calendar, this is your standard Norman calendar, right?
It's not. Normans don't
Okay.
usually keep calendars.
Sure.
They care more about just what season it is than the specific day. Like, your seasons change when an event happens.
Yeah.
Like, I mentioned before the call that there is a festival called the Festival of the First Snow, and that depicts when, like, winter happens a week later, always. After that point. This calendar is probably of Safar make, because they follow the lunar cycles. Like, they keep track of them.
Okay. And remind me, because I forget, what's the difference between Safar and what bird is?
Maritanes are created to serve, basically be indentured servants and slaves to the Safar.
Okay.
So what this could mean is that if they're still following a Safar calendar, either these ideas are entrenched within this young man, or perhaps he never stopped serving the person he was built to serve. Either way, can I use my Eldritch sight to detect magic in this room?
look
See if
at
there's
this fancy
anything,
boy.
any residual kind of traces of potential ritual magic or anything else lingering around?
Yeah, give me that.
Okay,
Give me that.
then
Good.
I
sight.
just do the, yeah.
Oh, you just do it. I forgot.
You're good. I'll click it regardless.
No, it's fine. You find it's because you're in the room now. You'll note that the longbow that Cardis found is actually very specific to a Zahir home. It's a very like particular kind of wood that you would actually know a little more about.
Huh.
You also find some like very residual divine magic still inside the chest, or not the chest, the. Oh no! You find it inside the quiver for the bow, just kind of at the bottom.
So at the bottom, so I will point that out, essentially pointing out that potentially there's the tips of the bow, the arrows here could be laced with some sort of magic then. Is that kind of the feel I'm getting from this?
No. You think there's
Okay.
just something at the bottom?
Okay.
Kinda slip
Hey,
down there.
check the bottom of that thing, please. And he says, hopefully passing the buck to somebody else.
Cadris has it, right?
Bottom of what?
The bottom of the quiver apparently has some sort of shiny thing within it. And I am too afraid to touch it.
Who has the bow and arrow with the quiver?
I don't know if anyone actually picked it up
I'll
yet.
take it and take the
I
thing.
thought you had it. Sorry.
Ren will like go to say something and see you moving towards it and just put her hand down.
As you hear the sliding sound coming out of the quiver and just sort of pile into your hand as you kind of like pour it out, you notice that's a series of wooden beads. And Vestian, you know immediately what these are. They're rosaries of the lady.
I immediately know what these are. These are rosaries of the lady. I've seen these before. In fact, I carry something similar.
I'll hand them to you.
Yeah, he's gonna look at these over. Are they disfigured in some way, or are they?
They're
Pretty stock.
very, very lovingly used.
Okay.
So like they're worn in certain spots. And...
Why would this... I don't think that this man did the crime.
You think he's the victim?
Yes, no one who worships the lady in a manner that would use these beads would perform any of these, and he looks to Ren, atrocities that would bring back some kind of unlife, as our friend here suggests. The lady abhors undeath.
Right.
So do good practicing witches. Just
Yes, that wasn't an accusatory glance. You're the one that suggested the unlife.
Oh, okay. Your tone sometimes is a bit confusing.
It's just one monotone,
You
sorry.
seem to be pointing a finger very, very strongly this way. So I just want to clear it up. We're good? We're good?
I apologize. In the future, I will literally point a finger.
Sure.
Thank you.
Ren's gonna step outside and see if she sees any other scarecrows.
Give me a perception check.
You know how much I love those.
Hmm.
Show me a good number.
You see 3 from the doorway, and they're all looking in your direction.
Okay. Ren's gonna just stick her hand back in the door and just kind of wave her hand around until someone takes it. No, she'll wait all day. She's not taking her eyes off these things. She's gonna blink.
I'll see her waving her hand around and I'll take it.
Okay, because as soon as you feel a yank, which probably doesn't do anything to you, but
No.
And she just immediately takes your very large hand and puts it over her head, and is just like hiding under it because it's a huge hand, and just goes, "You are right. There's more scarecrows, and I think one of them might be him, and they're looking at me. I don't like it. They're facing. Were they facing before? I think they were.
Nope. They were just kind of like everywhere, which way, sort of just like hanging out.
I give them a very dirty look as I slowly make my way out.
Clearly someone turned them towards us.
You feel her shaking under your hand like a leaf.
Someone might be doing this to try and scare us.
I mean, they're scarecrows. They're supposed to scare.
They're working very effectively, yes. So,
I mean, they're made of straw and full of human organs, possibly, so there's nothing to fear. They're still just straw men.
you focus on the second part of that thing you just said.
Yeah, but I see a straw man is nothing to fear, and then removed human organs are also separately nothing to fear. Combined, they're still straw men on a stick.
I'm more scared of whatever put the man inside the straw
Yes.
and
Yes.
then feed them. And yeah,
Better.
so can we
Mhm.
maybe we light them on fire?
I was gonna suggest the same thing. Go
Yes.
for it.
Salim never lets me use fire. This is gonna be great.
Oh, use the fire.
Could
Only for autonomous scarecrows, though. Yes. Can we make
No,
it?
what if they're
Okay. Just do this. Just promise me, you'll use your best judgment.
could I interject, please?
And the sun has set.
Don't do that. Don't lean into the microphone all creepy like that. That's not what we do
Right,
here.
he's a little-
Could you aim high on the scarecrows?
Why?
Because the ground is also likely flammable, and that's crops.
It's fine. I'll just and she just raises her arm out again, and you just she's not shaking anymore under your hand, and she just raises an arm, and bolts of lightning are cast on the closest jerk. No.
Well, the problem is it's not currently animated, but
Oh, she just wants to hit a scarecrow.
why does that only have a +2 on it?
What?
Your attack. That seems wrong. Can I check something real quick?
Okay.
What are you, sorcerer? What's your charisma?
Yeah, your bonus should be +5.
2 plus my charisma.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Yeah, you don't have anything in the attack bonus field.
I think Witch Bolt's one of the ones you got a copy over.
There we go. All fixed.
Thank you.
Which means you do hit it. That's why I wanted to check. Yeah, roll damage.
Hey.
I don't need to be looking at that anymore. Yeah, what were you expecting? I would like to know when you shot it with lightning what you were expecting to happen.
So it was one of those things where everyone's like, yeah, there could be a murderer around. I'm using the Western voice. Yeah, there could be a murderer. That's what I was saying, because I'm right all the time. And that's what she was hearing in her head, and she just panicked and was like, I don't want to have to touch blood again. And then just sticks her hand out and just raises her arm, and it just shoots lightning and catches fire.
So it catches on fire, but what you weren't expecting is that it screams a little bit.
I pull out my longsword.
Bad.
You're like,
That's a concerning noise.
I didn't like it.
because as you'll remember, these things have lungs, but not necessarily mouths.
Ren gets a handful of the back of Salim's shirt. When she hears the scream.
Just repeating bad.
I'm gonna move you guys.
No.
To the fights time.
I don't think you need to.
Fights time.
We're fine here, I think.
I mean, I have some cool buildings though.
All right.
Well, we'll set those on fire too. I don't know, teach you.
Teach you to draw buildings.
Put us in
You guys-
combat with buildings.
Everyone but Ren can position themselves where they want to be.
Huh.
Inside of the house. Meanwhile, I'm gonna pick up some fun times.
Nah.
Oh, thank you.
Look at these guys.
We've talked about it. We decided no thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I did say I just stepped out, so
Okay, yeah, I'll accept that in the fiction.
okay.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I know I'm close by because Ren just grabbing Salim's shirt has to be somewhere near, so I'm just on the opposite side if that's okay.
Okay. I don't. Oh, yeah. Okay. You guys can't see the bars on these ones. That's intentional.
They look so damn happy though.
I mean,
the-
no one's gonna make a sad scarecrow.
You know?
They got brand new lungs. They got a whole future ahead of
Yeah,
them.
that's true. They got brand new lungs, at least a heart between them.
They have a liver. They could potentially be drunk. I
Yep.
don't know.
Going there. Okay. And then I should probably clear all this initiative. I'm so prepared right now, guys.
What do you think
Look
these
at me.
guys do? Do they think they while away the hours? Consult with the flowers? Regarding love and art?
Do you think they wear their sunglasses at night?
I don't think you went a whole different way with that one. You went a whole
I was
different
just
decade.
picturing really scary, bloody, mixed up, with straw in the stomach and all gross and stuff, and then just a smile and huge sunglasses.
Bert, I appreciate that you were like, huh, and then you realized it was a song and you're like, shit, he got me.
It got me.
He
No,
got
it got me.
You
Yeah,
got
so you guys can roll for initiative whenever you're ready.
I'm not ready.
Oh.
I don't want to. Huh, 5. Nailed it. Guys, I'm killing it.
Okay. So what I do for 20s on initiative is your first action on your first turn has advantage. Whatever it is.
Yo, that's awesome.
It's a little house rule. And if
Awesome.
anyone rolls a 1 on a roll today, you will find out another house rule I like to use.
Ooh, I don't like that part at all, though.
It's actually beneficial to players.
Gotcha.
I've found. It's more fun. Is that everybody? We're good to go.
For the record, more fun and beneficial are not mutually exclusive things.
I tend to find that players enjoy fun things that are beneficial to them.
Okay.
Anyway, Salim!
Yeah, all right, great. Knowing he is first in the order then, he will turn and look at that screaming scarecrow that Ren just hit.
Scream, gurgle,
The sound making. How about that one? Yes.
gurgle?
So he will step up just a little bit, come next to Cardis, but still near enough to Ren, and we'll aim at that same one. And will, if I have advantage on this, he will do an agonizing Eldritch Blast and hopefully try to whittle this thing down a little bit more for a 20.
That's a hit.
Awesome. So beam of light from that left hand just shoots forward into this thing for 7 points of damage.
Yeah, and it kind of like filters through it. Like it hits into it and kind of goes through it a little bit and kind of comes out scattered a little bit more.
Ooh. How are these things like holding up after these blasts? Are they like looking like kind of flimsier or anything? Or are they still like solid enough that...
This one still has like it's still looking at you. It's still gurgling a little bit, but it's not like falling. Like you can't tell too much because it's a scarecrow. It's not a living thing, but they seem to be holding themselves together.
Okay. So after he fires that, he will just turn back to Ren, seeing this thing together, and be like, "No more rules. All the fire in the world. Rain hell. I don't care. Just kill them. Kill them. Kill them."
Ren's in the back like,
Scarecrow 1 gets to go. Oh, they're not even on the grid. Great job, me.
God,
Sort
who
of-
made this module?
I know, right? So how I describe these things moving is that while your attention's on one of them, the others kind of phase in and out of existence. So like when you blink, it might move a little bit.
Oh, good. See, I was picturing the scarecrow from Howl's Moving Castle that just cutely, adorably
yeah.
sprung along, and then you were like, "No, they're weeping angels. Get wrecked." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
That makes this much easier, though. It's adorable. Murder it.
Yeah.
And it pokes. It kind of like you don't see it anymore, but you kind of get the sense that the direction it was going is behind the house. Curtis,
It's going behind the house.
it's behind the house.
It is behind the house. I don't like that. I have my sword out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move to here. And
You hear a whisper. It says, "Go to the workshop."
where's the workshop?
Kind of when you guys were told about the stuff in the farm, it's this building here.
Oh, okay. The one on the other side of the scarecrows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I just stop for a second with a very weird look on my face and then turn around and I point to the building over there. I have a feeling we should look in there. And then at this. What is the range on that? Oh, okay. I am gonna keep the sword out, and then I'm gonna vicious mockery the guy directly in front of me. Oh, good.
Oh, I get to roll something. Wisdom. Scarecrows ain't got no wisdom. Is that on 1 or 2 or 3?
That one.
Cool. It's disadvantaged.
All right. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep my. I'm gonna keep. Yeah, I'll just keep everything for now. Keep my sword out.
Scarecrow 2 is now here.
They move fast.
Like I said, it's sort of like when you're not paying as much attention. Like you were focused on the one you were attacking, and while you were focused on it, this one just, when you looked back, was there. Is just sort of how the fiction of it works. And because it sort of surprised you in that way, go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw. As it looks at you, smiling. You are now magically frightened of this thing. While frightened, you're also paralyzed.
I think that's good because I don't think Cardus has ever really been afraid of anything before.
The first time.
So I don't know if she really knows how to react to it. So being paralyzed will do just fine.
Just sort of no?
I don't like that a lot.
Vestian. You hear a window open behind you. From over here. Hello?
I think you're muted still, Mike.
Damn it, I am still muted. I wasn't saying anything important anyway. It's fine. Okay, cool. I am on the wrong tool. I'm going to move in a general here motion. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Okay, cool. And then I believe get wrecked, get wrecked, get wrecked. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn undead. Get fucked.
Do they have... Is it line of sight?
They have to see or hear me.
Or hear?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if scarecrows have ears or have the ability to hear, but either way. So it is all within 30 feet that can see or hear me will be turned
Hey,
for
Mike?
1 minute.
I'm gonna say something really creepy.
Great.
They're not undead.
Great. I do it anyway because I don't know that, and I can only assume that they're full of human organs. They must be some kind of undead monstrosity. So I kind of go out there and hold up the newfound rosary that I have, and he just kind of says loudly next to this petrified Cardus, "Begone, you foul beast! This is not the land for you." And he shakes the rosaries, and then nothing happens.
While that's happening, and you're kind of, you're holding it above your head, and I imagine they glow maybe a little bit.
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your attention is focused on Scarecrow 3, whose smile starts to grow,
Gross. Don't like it.
and then peels open to reveal teeth.
Okay.
Make me a will save, or a wisdom save. Not will save. That's a different game.
What if we didn't? Instead we did.
I mean, that's an option.
Okay, cool. A will save? Hold on, I have that. Wisdom. Kapow!
Wisdom.
Fuck! Me.
You are also now frightened.
Yep.
Yep.
I have a +5 to that roll.
Yeah, that's what happens when you roll 4s.
Yep.
Scarecrow 3.
God damn it.
Oh, that was Scarecrow 3. I'm gonna move him, though. He's right there. So you see that happen, you blink, and it's right next to you.
Yucky.
What is
Still smiling,
Don't like it.
looming over you a little bit.
Gross.
Ren!
okay, so shit.
You do have Witch Bolt on this thing.
Yeah.
Which
So I just
changes-
roll damage.
Yep, just auto damages.
I was trying to click the thingy thing. Oh, good. That's good.
Oh.
So she doesn't blink.
Okay.
That's the trait that I picked that's on my sheet. So she's just gonna stare at this thing that's next to him. No, she's gonna stare at the one past Guy. Vestian, like past him.
Number 2.
Up, is that my buddy and my friend?
Why do I not have... I don't have their names showing either. Okay.
Okay, yes, 2. So she's just gonna stare at it, so can't get any closer to Cardis.
Okay. Sleep.
Okay, let's see here. All right, I'm gonna see. I mean, there's scarecrows, fire, all that kind of stuff. That just makes sense in my mind. So Salim is going to follow Rin's route with this whole fire magic and cast Sacred Flame on the one closest to Vestian to
Okay.
hopefully ignite this sucker, which I believe is a dex check from, yes.
Failed.
Nice. So this burst of radiant light and flame just appears on that scarecrow, and that's it. Yeah, it takes some damage, and I'm happy with that. But I guess Celine probably notices that these two kind of seem a little like locked in place, just like, what's happening? Why aren't you two moving? What are we doing now? What are we doing here? And he will rush forward just a little bit to get closer in case some funky shit's up.
Some stuff happens. Cardis.
Okay, can I move now? Am I
Oh no, you're currently paralyzed,
okay?
which I believe means you don't get to act.
Okay, do I get to make a save at the end of my turn?
No, it just ends at the end of its next turn.
Okay.
Yeah, so 2 gets to attack, and then
All right, I am mentally, though, going through a list of my most vicious insults.
okay.
I am like trying to will it to die.
While you're trying to will it to die, it ends up in your mind space and slashes at you and hits.
I don't
Okay.
like.
You take 7 slashing damage.
All right. I had temporary hit points, which I believe I picked up from my Song of Rest. So
Yeah.
I still had those. Okay, so those.
Well, not from Song of Rest. You
And then a couple.
had attempts from the.
We had a round of good stuff on the way back. from
Oh,
before.
that's right. Okay. Yeah. So okay, there we go. I'm good.
All right. Vestian, you're also paralyzed,
Dope.
which means it's gonna do the same thing where it claws at you, and because you're paralyzed, it's advantage. So take 4 slashing damage
All right.
as you can like feel its claw, like its hands aren't touching you, but you can feel the claws inside your back.
Gross. I like this.
Ren.
Ren's a little too scared to notice that people aren't doing anything other than her and Celine. So I think she's just gonna continue. She's looking at one and trying to hit the other, and she's not doing too great.
Wow.
One day, guys.
One day.
How is this possible?
Man,
got
your
all
damage rolls are as
point.
bad as my attack rolls.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What?
Oh.
Slim.
Save us,
think-
Salim. You're our only hope.
I'm really going to try, and I think this worked out where I can actually use this cantrip I never thought I would be able to. And that is, let's see, I'm going to see. Oh yeah, I can make that. Okay, so Salim is going to sprint around these scarecrows before popping in right here and getting out the stolen scimitar and casting Green Flame Blade.
Oh yeah.
So he's going to attack at one of these things and hopefully transfer this fire that radiates from his blade to the other one and hit both.
I think isn't it adjacent
Right?
to the target?
Oh, shit, it is. I thought it was just I had to be in 5 feet of both. Well, you know what? Salim tried a new thing he never tried before, so I'm just going to accept my fate here.
Do you want to deal damage to Vestian? It's free damage.
Yes. No, I guess not.
Okay.
I want the damage to disperse as soon as it like gets too close to Vestian to hopefully wake him up a little bit. Like this fire coming at him, just blinking out. But okay, I'll just go for a swing with the scimitar.
All right.
Damn it. I thought I understood this mechanic, and I did not. Wow, that's incredibly bad. So no,
No.
everything went wrong.
You're still trying to figure it out, I guess. Fictionally, you're like, you haven't used it since you've been here, at least. So you're like, whoosh,
I
it shows
told
up.
I told Ren no fire magic, and so I also like followed along with no fire magic because I didn't want to tempt her. So now I'm rusty.
Scarecrow 1. Which is here now. So Ren was so busy not looking at number 2 that this one is now behind you, and you don't notice it until you feel its like hands dig into your shoulders.
She lets out.
You're gonna take 5 slashing damage and need to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, let's do that because we want to do that, right?
You're not afraid of it. But it does hurt. You still take the 5 slashing.
I feel like she feels more inconvenienced than anything.
It's like, oh!
Keep.
Wait, no, I skipped somebody. Curtis, it's your turn.
Okay, I can move again.
Yeah, you're unparalyzed. Unafraid.
Okay. Does Scarecrow 2 or 3 look more damage? Do either of them look more damage?
3's the one you guys have been just bashing at.
Okay, so I'm gonna go at it with the longsword.
Okay, you're gonna try to move towards it.
14.
That's a hit.
Yes.
Do you move to go do that though?
Oh, right. Sorry, I misunderstood. Yes, I will. I'll just do it at number 2 because I don't want to move.
All right.
I'm not gonna take that. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong token. That was my fault.
I know Vestin just looks so much like a scarecrow.
It'd be so
I was
easy.
looking at Salim's token, thinking it was
You
the
drew
person.
this. You did this to me.
Yeah. So So it takes 3 damage. Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is 3 not good
Oh.
enough?
Okay. And now that's only taking. Is my longsword supposed to also take? You have dex
No, longswords are strength.
or strength? Is the strength supposed to get added to the damage?
It should. Do you have a strength bonus?
Oh, that's why. Okay, I forgot. Okay.
Yeah. You might still be better off using your rapier.
I think so.
Scarecrow 2 is going to disengage.
You ask?
It's there now. Like you slash at it and it kind of like pops out of existence and is now further back. Vestian.
Vestian reaches over and grabs Salim. And he kind of like grabs him like on his like cloak or tunic or whatever and kind of pulls him in and he says, "They attack the mind." And in doing so, I'm going to cast Sanctuary all upon that boy. And then I clutch my rosaries in my hand and say aloud, "And we ask that you spare us this visit this day, as we have much left to do." And they glow, and I get the bonus of the rosaries of the lady. which means no more fucking fear. Or I got advantage on fear spells. and things.
Nice. That rules.
Get wrecked, stupid things. And that's my
You
turn.
remember that Sanctuary dispels as soon as someone attacks, right?
No, it lasts 1 minute.
No, they have to attack him. They have to roll.
No.
Yeah.
The last sentence of the spell is if the
If
warded creature makes an attack or casts a spell that affects an enemy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Spell
Oh yeah. Salim has never once in any of our combats been a melee guy, so he assumes he's gonna get the fuck out of here.
It's not just melee; it's range. It's any spell.
No. I mean, I assume he's gonna run away from this guy, so it's gonna hit him.
Didn't
I
you
killed the
save your
bear.
ass when you were laying on the ground? That
I was unconscious. I don't know.
weird.
I have no
Yeah.
idea.
This is
I
ridiculous.
heard that if you know to defend yourself, you don't end up on the ground.
I have no idea that he can fight in
But he
melee
can heal
combat.
people. And
No,
not,
now I know not to waste a spell slot on Cure Wounds next time Vestian goes down. That's awesome,
He
man.
thinks
I love
he's
it.
helping you.
you can still cast healing spells though.
He's never
Well,
seen you fight
He
in,
doesn't
in
want to.
melee combat.
Hey, Vestia, the Scarecrow, because you're just so distracted
Yeah.
making fun of Salim, can't
I'm
get into
helping.
your right palace to attack you, so you're fine.
Vestian thinks he's doing the right thing here.
Run!
Nah. Ren's gonna try to attack again. Actually, no. You know what? I have this thing. We do this. Boop.
Wait.
I'm just gonna move. I'm not
How
about
do you have
that.
Misty Step?
Isn't that my level 2? I get another thing. When we
No, that's
level.
not- you don't get level 2 spells until level 3.
I thought we were level 3. That's my bad.
We're level 2.
My bad,
Still
guys.
level 2.
I fucked up. So
No
she's
boots
just
yet.
gonna take this beating real quick. Hold on, guys.
You can disengage as an action. It just takes your whole action.
Nah. She's
Or
gonna.
provoke.
She's just gonna keep attacking at this other guy
Okay.
because she was so not scared of him.
Come on, 12.
Ooh, girl.
Little by little, all right?
More than one.
Actually, that's enough. It explodes. So this last lightning bolt just like travels into it and detonates the organs inside. And Vestian and Salim are just kind of like covered in hay and gore.
Gross.
You hear giggling from the back.
Of course.
You see a thumbs up in the air. Great.
Salim, you notice that it just kind of slicks right off of you though because of the sanctuary.
You're welcome.
Thank you. It is a nice coat, and I do like to protect it. It's a very strange time to cast that, but appreciate it nonetheless. Anyways, where were we? Yeah. I mean, now that the creature's gone and there's someone fleeing, sorry to burn your sanctuary already,
No, go
but
over
so
that.
it's just gonna target this fleeing scarecrow, the one that Cardis hit earlier. It's already pretty weak with another agonizing Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Roll it.
For golly, an 8. What are these rolls this entire campaign?
Yeah, it's just bad attacks.
Just this beam of light shoots and just goes off to the side instead of hitting it. Like, shit.
I think you shoot it out and it was supposed to hit it, but it's now in a different spot. Like it shifted just a little bit.
Great. No, this is great. This is going very well. Very well. Cardis, that one you hit's running away. Also, please feel better. And I'm going to burn my bonus action on Healing Light to Cardis for recover 5 hit points.
No, thank you.
Get a little just glow. A little brightness hit you.
Scarecrow 1 makes an attack. I know your AC's low, but it's not 8, is it? No. Okay.
That's 9.
Okay. So you take 1 of the claws, and you take 6 slashing.
Ren, have you said anything about you being attacked right now? Cool, because that scarecrow's in the house and none of us can see that you're getting attacked.
You hear her yelling at something.
Okay.
The first time
Oh.
she got hit, she was like, I like my cape. Come on. And you hear her yelling, but she's still trying to like help you guys because she's worried about you. Just silently.
Got it.
So selfless.
Curtis.
I am gonna swap out the rapier.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go at the scarecrow.
All right. Charge it.
Just charge it.
Oh. Nope.
Come
Not
on!
Fun
Why
fact:
do
these guys have
dogs
an
hate us?
they have an AC of 11.
They're
Yeah.
impossible.
It's not a fun thing. Who
Toughest
could even
piece
who could
ever.
ever hit that?
Well, if the dice gods didn't hate us so much, maybe.
Right? Yeah, it's been a lot of bad luck.
I will turn and look to Bastian, and I want to inspire him. I will say, "Our silence is death. We shall not resist the violence. We shall resist the violence and will never give up. Only death is silence."
I agree.
And you are inspired. And
Dope.
that's my turn.
You don't have a choice. You are inspired.
Yeah, no, I am.
All right.
She's very aggressive about her inspiration.
Hey, Curtis, how would you like an opportunity attack?
I don't,
No, I
actually.
mean, like,
No,
would
for
you
you.
like to hit something with one?
Oh, I would very much like to, yes.
Okay, it's going to dash.
No, the opposite. I would like.
Okay. Yes!
All right, strike it.
Oh, come on!
Wow, tonight, Roll20 is just not super happy with you guys.
Tonight.
Every night of
We
this
killed the
whole
bear
game.
last time.
Bear.
I mean, it was mostly Salim.
That's what I'm saying. Celine killed the bear last time.
Tell Bastion that at some point, everybody.
I was unconscious.
You swing at it, and since I think you're the first person to hit it with a melee weapon, like your sword does have some blood on it, just
Yeah.
as a reminder. And when you look back up, you don't see the scarecrow anymore, but you see that the door of the workshop has opened up slightly and is slowly
Uh-oh.
swinging open.
I don't like that.
Best you.
Okay, so you know how like blood is roughly like 60% water?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move over here and see what the hell Ren's doing. Also moving towards this. Which one was the shed? The bottom or the top one?
It's way up here.
Oh,
The work-
way up there.
The workshop's up here.
Shit, I misread that. Sorry, Ren.
These are all bunkhouses. Like,
Oh wait, where'd the other one go? All right, he teleported away. Get wrecked. I don't know where that went. Okay, cool. Then in that
that
case,
didn't work.
that was the opposite of what you wanted to do. In that case, he moves down to see what the hell Ren is doing, and I cast Create or Destroy Water on the Scarecrow.
I'm going to tell you right now, it does not affect living creatures.
Come on!
I'm...
Wait, is Ren all wet now?
Nope.
No, he's not. I was creating or destroying water, like destroying the blood in the water,
Oh.
like trying to evaporate the blood out of it.
I believe it needs a body of water, and not someone's body made of water.
No, it says you destroy up to 10 gallons of water in an open container within range.
Humans
Is
are
it
not
me?
open containers.
Damn it!
Containers?
As someone who went to a college with strict alcohol on campus laws, the body is a container.
Yeah, if you want to destroy all the liquid in its stomach, it doesn't have.
No, I want to destroy the liquid in its lungs and heart. This is what I was going for.
I know you were. It's
Uh, In that case, how far away does this go? It goes no far. Dope. Yeah, I guess get wrecked. Sorry, Ren. I can't really help you. I'm gonna move up here with Cardis. Actually, I'm gonna dash towards that thing.
Okay.
5, 10,
Towards the door?
15. Yeah.
There's a
Like
doorway
right to it.
here and here.
That's how numbers work, right? Whip.
Hmm.
Nope, too far. I don't use maps. There we go. Boom. That's as far as I
Wait, no.
get with a dash.
Where's the door on the other side? I think the door's on the other side. It's over here.
Damn it.
Or the place that you were going.
This is a door? Looks like a door. Yeah, that works. That's my turn. I dashed the hell over there.
There we go.
Oh,
That's,
fancy.
you can see the doors now. There's a window there.
Oh,
Here.
okay.
Big door, little door.
Got it. Cool.
Ren,
That's it for me.
you got a spooky scarecrow on you.
She is going to. It kind of looks like she's shooing it away. But she's using chill touch.
Okay.
And you just see ice forming, like almost like up her arm. And then as she does that, it's like when you try to get snow off your hand, it's like sloshy. But that's what looks like comes out.
Roll damage.
Nailed it, guys. She does. Can I use my bonus action to be like, Celine? Just gets higher.
I mean, you can.
Yeah, that's her bonus action. That's it.
Okay, well, shit.
You have been Celine.
No, Rin, we're going to. What the hell? Just noticing that like you've been being attacked. I'm trying to figure out how I can get an angle on this. Is there any way? And feel free to say no to this stupid idea. That I can like make my way into this window here, just so I can get an angle on this thing for another Eldritch Blast.
You sure can. Give me an acrobatics check.
Oh, this is gonna go fantastic. Like I said, fantastic.
How cool do you want to be on a scale of 1 to 10?
18.
Yeah, I want to be an 18 out of 20 cool.
Okay. So you kind of like jump shoulder first through the window, which it's shutters. It's not a glass window. So you just like bust through some shutters into this darkened room. Like tumble into a chair, catch yourself, knock open the door, and then fire, I imagine.
Yes, exactly. Action combat roll into firing this Eldritch Blast for 12 and 6 points of damage as that light leaves his arm.
And it kind of like, because that happens, it releases Ren. Like it had claws inside Ren, and then you kind of like knocks its arm back. Speaking of which, it's its turn. Hey Ren, how do you feel about making an opportunity attack?
I feel pretty good.
Go for it. It's gonna move over here to Salim.
Wait, what? Okay.
So you can make an opportunity attack. Do you have a melee attack? That isn't a spell.
I mean, I can like karate chop him.
Roll me a d20.
Do you not have a dagger?
No, no, that's her whole thing. She you said what?
Roll me a d20.
I think am I writing that correctly?
You go to swing at it and you're just air.
She just chops it, like hits her hand on a dresser and is like, ow.
All right. And then by the time you guys kind of look up again, it's actually behind Salim and it's going to claw him. Double miss. So I think you knew it was like you looked at it, it was gone, and you knew instinctively to move. Like you just kind of like fell forward.
The combat roll continues.
Just keep rolling. All right, Curtis, you and Vestian are unaware. Actually, you would have heard Salim jump through a window and hit some furniture. But other than that.
Okay.
It's your turn.
I
Got some doors here.
I'm angry at those two for wandering off in the other direction. Grumbling because I did specifically say going this way.
It's fine. Just split the party.
Yeah. It's fine.
You're on the same map. It's fine.
It's fine. I'm gonna dash so that I make it into this. Right inside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a short description now that we're here.
Okay.
This small outhouse contains all the needs to maintain farm equipment, such as blacksmithing tools, wood carving knives, and in the back of the room is a pile of dried hay and old rags. Towards a side door, which is what you're coming through, is a washboard and a bucket for cleaning of clothes. So, the center, there's just another, it's like a cold hearth.
Okay. So it looks like this must be where they've been making the scarecrows. All right.
You do not see any scarecrows in here.
No, but it's pretty easy to assume that's what's happened, so. I think they make the scarecrows in here. Maybe we can turn off the magic? That's my action, bonus action to dash, so that's my turn. Or my action to dash, but I don't have anything for bonus action at this point, so.
Yeah. Estian.
Dope. Man, yeah, I'm going in there.
You would see the same thing.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Cool.
Ooh, I made a mistake.
Did you?
This can be very obvious.
Oh.
Because it's not, and you're not intended to find this like mid-combat.
Oh, okay. I go right to that area where you remove that thing. No, yeah, I'm going to, that was my move action to move in there. I'm going to investigate this room. I'm going to look around this room. I guess perception would be the better choice.
Give me, either perception or investigation.
Chow! Fucking 5! I blame you, Ethan, because you made this module.
What?
That's why all the rolls are terrible. No one can roll above a 10. I blame you entirely. This is your module. You hacked it.
I didn't code roll 20.
Hacks.
I want you guys to roll well. If you guys could crit every round, I'd be happy.
Hacked it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hack roll 20 again to make it so you guys roll look good. Okay.
Thanks. If you could, that'd be great.
Here with me. There we go. Oh no, that didn't work.
Yeah.
Is it triangle brackets?
I don't remember what the commands are.
Nope. Okay, we're good. Don't worry about it. It's now inputted into the system.
For what?
Good rolls, Ren.
That's how programming works.
Ren is going to move to this window here. I think it's right there that he jumped through. And I'm sorry.
You can see the scarecrow.
Yeah. Okay. That's what she was hoping for. That spell that I used. On a hit, the target takes 1d8 damage. Can't. I'm trying to read the rest of it to see if it. No, it doesn't do anything. Okay.
Yeah. Nothing fun.
No, nothing fun. Okay, she's going to. Do some witch bolt.
Cool.
One last time.
It's a hit.
Hey.
For appreciable damage.
You see her creeping through the window like the witch in Sleeping Beauty.
You see her creeping through the window like a creep.
Yeah. She's climbing in your windows and snatching your
snatching up your scarecrows.
up.
How'd you hay? How your lungs?
Shit, bad. Seeing that lightning bolt hit coming through, Slim is hopefully going to be motivated to finally take this thing out with the scimitar as he slashes at it. for 23, and then cuts into it for 7 total damage.
You'll note that fire, it seems super effective. So you slash through it, and the hay starts to burn away. And because there's no more hay holding the organs in, they just start falling out. And it just kind of drops dead.
And he just watches this scene unfurl as these organs spill out and just kind of lets out this like low guttural kind of like, did you see me jump through that window?
Is a quick move.
Thank you. It's a combat roll is what they taught me in Keeper School.
I can't move like that. I ran from there to here and I'm dying right now.
It was good though. No, I appreciate you doing that. Should we go find the others or should we just go home?
I do ask if you can. One, I'm gonna need you to sew my cape. It's real bad. It's real bad.
No, I've got
I'm
you.
bad at sewing. I might make it worse. I don't know. But also I'm bleeding a lot.
Oh, are you?
She like turns around and her whole back's covered in blood.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I've let this happen. I'm so sorry. How badly are you injured?
It's pretty bad. It's pretty serious.
What's funny is currently on Roll20, your health is at 21 out of 10.
Oh, because I was doing it backwards.
Oh, well, I didn't realize you were
Funny
hurt.
because
That's
it's
why I
not
thought
even
it
10. It's 6. Her health's 6.
Oh shit. Okay, cool. I'll fix that. I didn't even realize you were hurt. I
She's
thought,
like,
"Hey,
you see her get a little woozy, and she's like, "No, like you can take your time. I just
No. And he rushes over and like places a hand on your back, and he will heal you for 8 points of healing as this healing light comes down and radiates you, and hopefully closes up some of those wounds.
Just gonna give him a quick hug and then be like, "Right, friends.
Right.
Well, friend and Bastian." And then she starts walking.
Speaking of friends, what are you guys up to? Because you're now out of initiative.
Hanging
Awesome.
out, doing friend stuff.
Cool.
I am gonna search around
Okay.
this whole place and look in this spooky dark corner of spookiness.
So, the mistake I made that obviously everyone saw. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I didn't actually see anything.
That's just a panel of wall.
Oh. That makes
You don't
more
know
sense.
that room exists.
Sorry. Okay, so
No,
I'm
it's
gonna
fine. It's
start.
totally my fault.
Yeah, I'm just gonna search the room, look for anything unusual, anything that looks out of place.
Yeah, roll me.
That's what I was gonna do in the first place. So.
Investigation or perception.
Okay. Well,
Oh, or carpenter tool or mason tool if you have them.
no, I just have instruments.
Okay.
What about
Those-
what about
those-
cartography tool? No. Okay.
So you're kind of walking around and you realize, because you got kind of a look of the outside,
Mhm.
that there should be something there.
Okay.
I was gonna say, what
there-
about basic structural reasoning?
That's what I'm saying.
That
Like,
the
you-
house is this way shaped, and there's nothing here.
Yeah, you're like, there's no door into this area that I know exists.
Okay.
There's a window that leads into that room, Ethan.
Yeah,
Just
there is.
Yeah. Well, yeah. As soon as she realizes that she can't, and if she's like feeling on the wall and there's no obvious way in, then she would go and look outside.
So you want to climb in through the window?
Yeah, if
Your
I
option
can.
is-
I might be too big. I might have to point it out and I'd be like, Salim, maybe you can fit through the window?
You can also just punch through the wall.
We're here.
It's not a very thick wall. You think you could just break it open?
Oh, okay. I'll just.
I like to imagine, okay, I can fit through the blah. All right.
You punch it? Do you kick it? Do you headbutt it? Like, how are you breaking open this wall?
Just don't look at the headbutt.
Does she come back off with like pieces of like cement and or like bricks and stuff on her horns?
It's just
Oh, yeah.
wood paneling, so it'd be like
A board.
wood dust.
It's like a whole board.
It's just a board through one of the horns.
frown on Salim's face as he realizes his cool story about jumping through a window is immediately overshadowed by Cardis headbutting through a wall.
Ren's gonna point to her own horn and just be like, "You got a little something right here."
All right. Now you find that.
And she'll like bend down so you can pull it off.
So she puts a foot. She's like, "Oh, sorry if this hurts," and puts a foot on your shoulder.
Oh, it's fine.
Tries to pull it off your. You get a shish kebab.
That's perfect.
Now, having broken through the false wall, you find a room inaccessible other than through the single locked window. Which,
Yeah,
I mentioned
but
is locked.
you guys can go and look inside it now since I'm busy getting all this stuff off my horns.
Inside are all the trappings required for the creation of scarecrows, sort of like dried hay, old rags, and a bloody bucket full of rancid animal organs.
There's a bloody bucket full of rancid animal organs in here. Also, all of the accoutrements for Scarecrow. Sorry, I was trying to speak a different language there. I don't know what happened. I was trying my hand at your native tongue, Salim. Was I nailing it? I feel like I was nailing it.
Yes, a real 6 out of 10.
Perfect score.
What's funny is French is actually draconic in this system.
Oh, well. Nailed it either way.
So these are for sure animal organs, though. These aren't just more human organs.
Yes.
Would you like to give me an investigation?
I would love to investigate these organs.
I'll give you a medicine, too, because I am standing right on them.
Okay.
Fuck me running.
You manage to, yes, the bucket's full of organs, but you notice the flies aren't just hanging around the bucket. And you follow the flies, and you find a chest. Crack it open and find the crumpled and broken remains of a young Meriton. That's another typo. I'll fix that later. Sort of just folded into this chest.
I told you he wasn't the one.
God, can we investigate the body to see if there's anything on it, or like how long he's been in here?
All the doors slammed shut.
Oh, balls.
Well, great.
So I'm assuming you guys were inside.
Yeah, I'm next to
Yeah.
Cardis. Sorry.
Well.
That's it though. All the doors slammed shut.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. Who's out there?
Can I do an investigation?
Investigating what specifically?
The windows and doors and see if there's like anyone outside. We have done that. Like,
You don't need to make a check.
okay.
You do see the scare. You do kind of you want to look out a window or open a door slightly.
She's just gonna look at the windows.
Okay.
Not getting too close to them.
It does that thing because it's nighttime at this point, where you're like, there's nothing there, and then you blink and it's right there in front of it, just smiling, kind of a hand on the window.
You hear like chatter, like her teeth chattering, and she's like, Salim, there's more smiley gentlemen outside.
Oh, thank God, the scarecrows, you mean shit.
Perhaps they can help.
So what's the plan? Do we just wait here until morning again? Do we batten down the hatches?
I think in this room maybe there is the source of the magic. Yeah, I believe it's magic making them go, yes?
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
Can I make an arcana in my attempt to find something magical?
I've never...
In this room?
Yeah, or
give me
like
a religion check.
in general. Sorry?
Give me a religion check. It's not arcana.
I've never stuffed anything full of human organs before, but I'm pretty sure that alone doesn't make it live. I mean, I'm stuffed full of organs.
You're poking around with like arcane thoughts in mind, and you're not finding anything out of place. Like, these are normal things that are in this room.
Okay. I'm not religious in particular, so I'm not
Yeah.
thinking of that.
I do an investigation of like the ceiling and floor to see if maybe there's like a hatch somewhere or like she's just immediately looking for another exit that's not the one guarded by scarecrows.
Okay. Yeah, roll that for me.
You broke it.
You can't hit shit, but you can look at a ceiling, no problem.
You kind of wander around the sort of detritus of the room, and you find some, like, furs inside this room here. Strangely enough, you see what looks to be a horse hide. And it's big enough to hide maybe under a rug you'd hide your hatch, right? And you go to peek under it. And as soon as you pull it up,
It doesn't scare us.
cartoonishly, a big old nose pops out. Like, boing! And it sniffs.
Does it sound like a doggy? Or a friendly? Or a grumpy? Or a growly?
I mean, do you
Punch it.
pull it up more, or do you
she'll
back?
pull it enough so she can get like the head of whatever this thing is out without like letting it like run up to her.
So you pull it up a little more, and two hands come up and pull it back down. And you just hear, "Go away!"
No! She's gonna knock again. She's gonna knock on it.
You knock on a head, and sort of like in a single, like, anime swoosh, it does like the big cape reveal, and you see a large red pointed hat, and a very short man with a big old nose and a bigger beard standing there. Let me show this to you guys.
This is great.
Now that you are face to face with it, this is something called a tomte, or a barn gnome.
Oh.
This one doesn't look happy.
Mm-hmm. But they're not typically considered to be like evil or nasty creatures.
All gnomes are considered neutral evil.
Okay.
It's just they're fae. Like they're
Yeah.
the very, very moody fae. And it kind of looks around between all of you and goes, "No porridge?"
Oh. Let me see what I have.
You're bad! And kind of like
Oh!
stumbles back.
Butter on top! Butter on top! That's what you like. You like the butter on top.
Yes. Where is it?
Well, the scarecrows outside are preventing us from getting it.
No, scarecrows do work. Work the other lazy people no do.
Though they're attacking us. They're hurting us.
You forget porridge.
Well, how can I go get it? No.
She makes a good point.
She does make a good point.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion and/or religion check.
Okay.
Only one person may make this.
Let's see what I am.
It's definitely a pass or fail situation.
Persuasion, I'm a little better at. 14?
He kind of lean, like gets on his tippy toes to like be as tall as he can, looking up at Cardis. You know lie?
No, I'll go to the kitchen and get you the porridge with the butter on top.
I keep your friends until you do.
I'll
Now go!
I'll look at everybody else. Like, okay.
I'm not really okay with all this.
We're not really gonna reward him for being a little shit, are we?
Try and find the cause of convince him.
Okay. Good luck with your porridge, mission?
Go as fast as I can, and I'll
Ethan, is this information fairly common knowledge about Tomtes?
You would have heard them through stories, yeah.
Okay. And like the description, I assume what it is.
Yeah, so like as soon as you see it, you're like, oh, this is a Tomte. This is
Yeah.
a very like important piece of your mythology. Are these farmhands, basically.
Right.
Um,
And so killing one.
this one you think has gone mad.
Cool. So like, one bad apple spoils the bunch, as they say. Okay. Just curious how we stand on the murder of innocent Fae, or semi-innocent Fae.
You're allowed to murder Fae.
Cool.
Nobody really cares.
Dope. Me either.
They usually try to kill you first.
Yeah. Not my problem.
Okay. So, Cardis, you're leaving.
Well, I'm going to leave. Like, I'm making a big show like I'm leaving, because I'm not quite sure what everybody else is going to do.
Yeah.
So, I'm making a big show like I'm about to leave, just to wait to see what everybody's going to do. Like, I've got my hand on the door.
What is everyone doing?
I walk over to this Tomte, which I assume is over here somewhere.
Yeah.
And feigning as much sincerity and warm-heartedness as I possibly can, I lean down and say, "Oh, my friend, how long have you been trapped on this farm, attempting to ply your good help?"
Trap, no trap.
"Well, how long have you lived here?"
Time.
"How many
I have
seasons?"
40 porridges.
You get
Okay.
your porridges every, it's like 4 days or so?
Yes. Very
Oh.
important. For important number.
Good. And
That's nice.
you said that the scarecrows are helping the lazy people.
Lazy people no do work like they're supposed to.
Right.
Go decide to run off into woods.
Yes.
I had to bring them back. They didn't want one to come back.
Right, and that's where you got the organs.
The life, yes.
Good.
Yes.
Okay. Great. If you'd like to come over here and sit, there's a hearth. We can all sit around and wait for our friend Carter's to come back with the porridge. And he's gonna place a hand on the gnome's shoulder, like he's gonna guide him towards the hearth, and then immediately cast Inflict Wounds. Get fucked.
Okay. Surprise round on it. So go for it. Roll it.
Get wrecked, you fucking gnome. 15 necrotic damage.
Okay.
we don't murder people in my
Ouch.
fucking house.
Roll for initiative. As
Perfect.
You see the gnome's eyes, because they're kind of like white and hazy, just turn black.
Yeah.
And you can see like its veins starting to pop out of where it's its gray skin. You can see. And the scratching of fingernails against wooden doors is increasing. As a hint. Should roll some numbers. Oh, yeah, of course I didn't do the thing. All right. Cool. And then Scarecrow's get a turn. But we'll talk about that later. Cardis, you're first.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna turn around and, can I stand here?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just, like, you can kind of, like, get on top of the hearth and stuff.
Whoops. Alright. And we'll say, I'm sorry. You've gone mad. You must be stopped. And a 14?
That is a hit.
Or 8? What?
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
Yeah, you cut it. You know, it doesn't bleed, which is interesting. You do hear the sound of sand leaving, though. Like if you were to
Yeah.
put sand inside of a big container and then slash it, you'd hear that sound. Salim.
Right.
Salim just has his brow furrowed, just very confused over all this, before he eventually just kind of shakes his head and like looks at the Tomte. Go ahead.
You wouldn't know what a Tomte is. You have your own kinds of gnomes at home.
So I have no idea what this thing is.
You know it's a gnome, but you don't know like the barn lore and all that sort of stuff.
On brand then, because he just looks at this thing like just completely confused, just like it's fucking porridge, and he will cast Guiding Bolt at it, just completely baffled and wanting this thing gone forever. For 18.
Okay, which allows you to hit through the wall. Because there's a wall between you and the Tomte.
Oh, is there? Sorry,
Yeah,
I only see green right now.
Yeah, it's fine. But you and it like bursts through the wall, so there's like bits of wood flying
Awesome.
through the air, and it hits Vestin in the head once.
Yes, that's beautiful. That couldn't have gone better for me.
And deal damage.
So that will do. Wow. That's fine. That's fine.
It's fine.
So it will do 8 points of damage, and whoever attacks it next, which is Vestian, it's advantage.
Fantastic. Yeah, hand still on this gnome because it hasn't had a chance to react yet. Inflict wounds. Get wrecked. Does a 15 hit?
Why? Oh, yeah, because the advantage. Yep, that's
Yep.
a hit.
Kapow! 11 more points of damage.
All right. Now that all of you can see the Tomte, or do you have a bonus action?
No, I'm gonna like with my hand still on it. I'm just gonna look at it furiously and say, "Undo your foul magics."
Its head snaps up at you, like its neck probably broke doing this.
Sweet.
And you can see like black ooze coming out of its mouth and eyes.
Oh, that's not great.
And you all feel this terrible dread, like essence, coming out of this thing. And I need everyone to make me a wisdom saving throw. Mike,
I have
I'm
advantage.
using Katie 1. You've rolled a 1.
Well, shit. I also have advantage.
Doesn't matter. You rolled a 1.
Well, thanks, lady.
I'll like, I don't know if Katie's still in chat, but thank you.
Next time I pray to a god. See what it does for me.
So Ren is also afraid. So you're frightened for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. With disadvantage if the Tomte is within line of sight. So there you go. Now it gets to use its turn. It's going to attempt a death glare at Vesden.
Okay. Well,
This I'm not going to make you roll a 1, but go ahead and give me another wisdom save.
is it against fear?
Nope.
Well, fuck. Ka-chow! 20. Get wrecked, gnome.
You don't drop to 0 hit points.
Yeah, suck it.
So it kind of looks up at you, and you feel like it's trying to steal your soul.
Yeah.
And even though you're afraid, it does not. You keep enough of yourself together.
Got it.
Ren, you're afraid.
I can't cast anything.
You have
Nope.
disadvantage on attack rolls while it's in sight.
Okay, can I cast Mage Armor?
Sure can.
Okay. You would see her like she's just shaking her head like disapproving of like, this is what Salim's here for, to make sure she doesn't do this kind of stuff. And so she's just kind of like tempted for a second or like thinks about it and then is like, and you see her just pat her shoulder where it's ripped and she glows a little bit.
Okay. Sorry, adding some friends to the table.
That's fine. You don't have to do that.
I did.
It's a full house.
Mm-hmm. Let's give him some turns, huh?
A little crowded in here.
I mean, yeah. All right, Cardis, it is your turn. You can.
Yes.
So at the start of the turn, you can hear that there was scratching at the doors.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, they've torn open the doors. Like the center of them is falling out now.
Oh,
And
all
you can
right.
See them, but they're moving now. They're not doing that jumpy thing. You can actually just see them clawing
Ugh.
the doors in their face. All you see is the fingers and then the smile of the scarecrow face.
And for the first time, she has known fear. I will keep stabbing the gnome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So, I mentioned this earlier. I have a house rule for ones, and I haven't talked about it in this game yet.
Yeah.
When you roll a 1, you can choose to fail, as per usual, or succeed with consequences.
I think I'll take succeed with consequences.
Okay. Roll damage. In this case, your consequences, which I get to decide, by the way, always, and I never tell you what they are, is you stab into it, and you can feel it tugging at you. Like, but almost like it's tugging at you, but in the sort of way that it's trying to pull itself into you. Give me a wisdom saving throw. When you look back up around at the room, you don't see your friends anymore. You just see 3 gnomes. Scarecrow 2 is me. Oh wait, I get to go. Cool. It's gonna climb in through the window and attack. I'm gonna say Celine because you did that cool thing.
Bring it.
Oop, that's the wrong one. Ooh, a crit!
You brought it.
You take 11 slashing damage.
Oh God. Okay. That's not great for me.
And it's your turn.
All right. Well, Salim, I mean, cries out in pain after getting hit with that. But I mean, his thought process is that this Tomte, whatever this thing is, he doesn't quite understand. This weird little gnome is responsible for what's happening. So if they take out the gnome, potentially everything else goes with it. He's going to target an Eldritch Blast at the gnome for a 24.
All right, which is impressive because you have disadvantage because you're in melee, but so it takes 9 damage.
It was worth it.
And you knock the hat off of the Tomte. You'll notice that there's like some tendons and stuff that connects its head to its hat, and they've kind of like snapped.
And so is the hat just on the ground?
Yeah, with stuff coming out of it, and it just kind of like its knees unhinge and just falls over. It's dead. Vestian! Scarecrows are still moving, yo.
Well, that was going to be my question. So, great forethought. Thank you for answering. Shit.
You're still
yeah.
afraid, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Really?
You no longer have disadvantage
Okay.
on the saving throw.
Then I do nothing as an action. And I light a torch as my action. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Give me a saving throw.
Sure. And I should have advantage on this because I have my beads.
Yes, because you haven't rolled one yet.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Pow! 18.
You are no longer afraid.
Goddamn right I'm not.
You've lit a torch, and torch is fire, and fire is what man has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you, hey man. You're getting wrecked.
Speaking of hey man,
Hey man.
this one's gonna crawl through the hole that it's made. Kind of like on all fours and leap up at Ren, who is also afraid. Yeah. And I think neither of those hit because of mage armor.
Yep.
Blink, blink. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
So it leaps up at you, and you just kind of like throw it off of you, and it kind of scatters onto the ground.
Where did the gnome go?
It's
that I was
dead.
looking at?
It was here, but it's dead.
Celine
Okay.
killed it.
And these things are still
Yep.
animated.
Still animating.
We've never done this. We're gonna give it a go.
Breath weapon. Okay. Is this a cone or a line? Cone.
Hold on.
Cone.
Cone. Okay.
Um,
So yeah.
From where you're standing, you can only hit one of them. If you were to take a step back, you could hit both.
Yeah, but then I'd have to disengage or
Take
Yeah.
it op.
you know what? I think she will take,
Cool.
and she just kind of steps back and stands next Salim,
Okay.
and she starts, her eyes go white.
You kind of knock this one away, and it's on the ground, and you start to thinking you're safe. You kind of take a step back to take this big breath, and it like slashes at your ankles and gets through your mage armor for
Okay.
7 slashing. Its faces, by the way, these are all still just pleasantly smiling at you.
I don't like it.
Okay, and they need to make con saves.
Yeah.
One fail, or both succeed, so they take half.
Okay.
All right. Anything else from you?
Mm-mm.
Okay. TARDIS. So these scarecrows just like get real frustrated. They are moving a little more sluggishly.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'm gonna just try and cut its head off with my rapier.
All right.
Yeah. I'll just go for this guy right here.
Okay. You cut its head off, but there's not any important organs there.
Hmm.
Damage.
Well, at least it's not smiling at me anymore.
It's true. The smiling cat's just rolling around on the ground elsewhere.
Yeah. That's my turn.
Scarecrow 2. Still clawing at. I think it's just like clawing at you. Like it's just like.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Scarecrow. Shit. One of those hits.
You take 7 damage.
Whew, okay.
Feeling the heat?
Salim not looking great right now.
Well, it's your turn.
Awesome. Even though he's feeling very terrible.
I think it's like at this point, it's like almost like on top of you.
Well, then out of just pure instinct, he's going to slash with his scimitar. But this time, now that the map is a certain way and Bird understands the mechanics a little bit better, he's going to use Green Flame Blade.
Yeah.
And it should work because they are within 5 feet. So Green Flame Blade, and then I will attack with my scimitar and hopefully hit something.
Yep.
18. Awesome. So Scarecrow 2. The scimitar goes into Scarecrow 2 for 4 points of damage, and then suddenly this shock of fire bursts from the scimitar, leaps to Scarecrow 1, and deals 3 points of fire damage to him.
All right. And it's before the fire damage is super effective as it starts to burn away at the hay.
How about a little fire, Scarecrow?
Vestian.
I bring more fire. I am going to casually walk around. Man, is it? You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna stop here, and then I take the torch I have lit and I put it in the hearth. Like I hold it into the hearth to light the hearth up.
Hearth's lit.
Dope. That's it. That'll be my action.
This is where you return now.
What's that?
Nothing. Dark Souls.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's my action. I don't think I can light the hearth and kill a scarecrow with my fire.
No.
Yeah.
You can give bonus action if you want to do something.
Nah, so I light up that thing so anyone else can grab fire as well.
Okay. Scarecrow 1 kind of like reflexively like flips over and goes,
Good.
and then turns its gaze. It's like it doesn't have a head anymore. It does. It still makes that noise, but it doesn't have a head. It kind of leaps at Vestian for 1 hit for 6 slashing.
Yeah, that hits. Yep, took it.
So like
Took it like a champ.
leaps up at you, trying to like knock the torch out of your hand.
Yeah,
But doesn't. But that's what it's going for.
got it.
Ren.
Ren is going to get a little frosty in here again. Just a little chilly touch.
Nope.
I always offer this option now. You can always take it. Would you like to fail or succeed with consequences?
Man, I think consequences are cool. That's
Roll
what
for damage.
That's what cool kids are doing nowadays. I know I'm gonna hit 1 damage anyway, so this is just for the lol. Do it for the lol.
You take an equal amount of damage,
Ha.
but I
She
think
falls to the ground.
you have cold resistance, I think, so you half that.
Okay, she doesn't fall to the ground.
And it starts to like frost over, and it's getting progressively slower. Tardis, you'll notice that the scarecrows appear to be losing animation. They're getting slower and sluggisher, and
Okay.
almost like whatever they had before is starting to run out.
Can I grab the one in front of me and throw it on the fire?
Roll me a athletics check.
Okay.
You succeed.
Woohoo!
So you're just gonna push it into the fire.
Yep.
Spacecraft.
Yeah, it instantly goes up. Like it goes up, and like there's like this like, I'm gonna say purple smoke that comes out of it. I mean, it's just in there hissing and
And I give it the finger.
it's dead.
Yeah.
Scarecrow 2. Can it finish off Salim before it dies?
Oh, easily. And it does super hard.
So 13 damage.
Oh man.
Does 6 drop you?
6 drops me.
So you're gonna take 1 death save failure.
Oh yeah. I think Salim just like kind of turns to Ren, but like right before it hits, and just like kind of a look, gives it like a little bit of a smirk, knowing he might die here, and then bam, that thing hits him and he drops.
It's trying to tear into you. Like as soon as you fall to the ground, it continues to try to like rip you apart. Give me a death save. You're fine. You're not dead yet. Vestian, there is a scarecrow tearing apart your friend?
Eh.
Right.
Yeah, I can totally see him now, right? Cool. I'm gonna look at my spells and remember what the fuck that one was. Hold on. I didn't plan for you to die so quickly.
I mean, he's gotten attacked every turn for 3 turns.
I am the tank of this group for some reason, Mike.
Because you keep putting yourself out there. I gave you sanctuary. I told you to
Because
run
I
away.
keep getting shit done is what I'm
Well,
hearing from you.
Okay, that's all right. Fine.
I was
Fine.
taking a nap the whole fight.
Just the last hit. Just the last one hit. Okay, cool. Yeah, dope. I was hoping that made it a bonus, but it doesn't. God, I gotta spend my whole action reviving you. This is
You
just
don't hey,
bullshit.
you don't have to do anything. You do what Vestian would do.
This is Vestian would revive you. His whole job is to make sure you make it back alive. And yeah, and from here, actually, you know what? I'm gonna. Can I toss this weapon as a bonus action? This torch as a bonus action?
It's improvised, and you're not trying.
I'm not throwing it at the thing like an attack. I'm just tossing it like towards to Ren actually. like to catch
you can do
catch
that.
this thing. Yeah. So I'm going to throw the torch, a lit torch, at to Ren. Sorry, not at Ren. To Ren.
Make me a deck save.
Yeah, Ren doesn't like fire.
Well, there's a giant straw monster.
You said get a deck save?
Deck save, yeah.
Ooh, boy, that's my worst stat. Bam.
Perfect.
Bam.
You catch it with fucking pinpoint accuracy.
She's not even looking and she catches it.
I was saying you can either catch it or step out of the way.
If I step out of the way, based on the trajectory is the word I meant to say.
Projection screen.
Can I hit Scarecrow if I move
No.
out of the way?
No, it would hit the workshop.
No. She's gonna catch it.
Okay. So
Just like fire, and more fire would be bad.
Yeah. And then he holds up his hand, his now free hand, and in his hand is the rosary. And he says, "I had one job," and you can see the rosaries glow. You are at 1 hit point.
Oh, thank you.
As I stand the fallen.
Nice.
Boop. I can
Awesome.
now, yeah, it's pretty dope.
This big, deep breath then comes back to Salim as his eyes open.
Get back in the fight.
We are even at best.
Perfect.
Ren, it's your turn. You have a torch.
Yeah, she's just gonna stick this torch, just like, kind of like when you put a cigarette or something out, and you just like stick it in his stomach and kind of like twist it. She's trying to like push it through so that the stuff falls out again, as she's seen before.
Roll me a d20. You don't have a good angle on it because it is currently on top of Salim, so you're not entirely sure how to do that without hurting him as well. So you're kind of like making that decision and you haven't done it yet.
Okay.
It's not that you like swing and miss. It's that you're like, I don't want to kill my friend.
He just got back up. We
Yeah.
just got him back.
Curtis.
So the scarecrow's still going after him?
Yep.
Okay, so you pour concrete sidewalk.
So can I
And then they
try
put
and
a
throw
brush.
this one
Okay,
in
after it sets up, and they
the
scrape
fire,
it,
or is it
and
too
then
far
give you a
away?
grip. Not the cut lines.
If you can
Like,
beat
just
its
not
strength
crush
by
it.
5, you can.
So you're not slippery.
I don't think I can.
Um,
Otherwise, you can just pull it off of
Lots
him.
of
You can do
concrete.
a-
Pads will be poured like
Yeah.
that, and just with the way we do
Or
it.
yeah, I'll just stab him.
And then
Or,
if you
yeah,
want
I'll pull it
something
off
that's
of him. I
like
think
a-
that'll be the best.
Roll me that strength.
After it sets up at a certain point, that's when you can step on it, but it's still wet.
Oh, just enough.
Then you put the power
So
trowel
what
on
do you
it.
do here?
Yeah, yeah.
And it just turns it into
Cool.
Yeah, so
a titanium
I'll just pull
blades
him off.
on it.
So
And then once you get to a certain point, you
Be
pop
like,
those blades
you know,
off, and you just run the steel blades
set it
over
on
it.
fire.
It starts to scratch at your arms.
Yeah, that's fine.
So it's gonna make some claws. 1 hit. 6 slash.
Okay.
Salim.
Just from the ground, he's gonna wake up, look around confused, see that scarecrow attacking Cardus, and try to hit an Eldritch Blast. Come on. 14?
That's a hit.
Hey, for 9 points of damage, just on the ground, barely clasping the life.
And it's dead. So your Eldritch Blast just like punches out its lungs. And they just kind of flop against the ground and it stops just like brrr.
Salim like falls back, head to the ground, just
Cool, 'cause,
breathing heavy, just like, don't worry, I've got this.
I am gonna I'll put a hand on you
But you could just put down styrofoam on top of it too, right?
and do a cure wounds. Ooh, for 10.
Styrofoam and then fucking plywood right on top of that.
Awesome. That was to me?
Yeah.
Awesome. I will gladly take it. And as you do that, I'm going to burn my other spell slot, reach a hand over on the ground and touch Ren's leg, and also cast Cure Wounds to make sure we're all great.
Friendship circle.
Why didn't that go? Okay, let me try it this way. How about-
Friendship healing circle.
Okay, there we go.
Benson's not invited.
There we go.
Yay!
So Ren gets 9 healing out of that, as we all just kind of shine in light and health and happiness.
Ren's just kind of like stretching. She's like, thanks.
After like a couple seconds, the scratching against all the doors and stuff kind of like gets weaker and weaker and eventually just dies out.
Can Ren go search the dead gnome and see if there was anything on him that would have caused this?
I mean, yeah, there's nothing on him,
Okay.
but
Or the hat she found.
yeah, the hat's just full of organs.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
We'll
it's
stay
full
on
of his organs. Like that's where gnomes keep most of their stuff.
Okay.
They're so short.
But you're a Norman though, right? So you would know.
Whoa.
You were still raised Norman though, right?
Yeah, as far as I understand.
So you would know that what the tomte is and why it wanted porridge and what happens when they don't get porridge.
Yeah.
Well, turns out there was no trickster at all. It was just barn gnome. And he kind of kicks at its corpse.
So is it just good now? Is it just dead? Sorry. Oh, are we just clear of...
It's the barn gnome is definitely dead. You removed its organs.
I'm sorry, what? I knocked its hat off.
Yeah,
I was
that's
going
what
to claim
that's
it and
what
wear it myself.
I wouldn't. That's where the majority of its... it's one unit. It's not a hat.
Its unit is there.
No, the hat's not a hat. It's part of the gnome. You didn't remove a hat. You tore it from its flesh.
Okay.
If you go to investigate the hat, it's the hat part of it's made of the same stuff that fingernails are.
That's the worst sentence I've heard in a bit, my dude. Ew.
It's like a meat cone. You don't want to wear that.
Second worst sentence I've heard in a bit.
I picture like a... You guys seen Spy Kids with the thumbs?
Yeah.
But it's all nail.
Yeah.
There's skin under it. It's just all nail though.
Yeah. You killed it pretty good, Salim. I'm impressed.
Thanks, I think we all did a pretty bang-up job.
Yeah.
Yes, you did very well. Are you sure that you don't hear any more noises, do you?
I don't hear any more noise.
Okay. Then maybe we should check outside?
Sure. And he walks over to the door that's clawed through and just opens it.
Or like maybe 2 or 3 scarecrows just kind of like flopped up against it.
No, I think we're good. There's a lot of scarecrow corpses, I guess, around, but they're fine. We should probably pile them into a large pile and light it on fire.
Yes. I like this idea.
If we put them in the house, we can burn the whole house down.
Well, we don't need to burn the whole house down. It's still a
No.
good house.
But we don't need to ruin the whole farmers.
There's organs down there.
Yeah, well, we'll pick them up and throw those in the fire too.
Yes,
I am sure the farmer has a place for a big bonfire. So let's go find the big bonfire and make it there. Throw all the dead on it. All of this filth.
I think we can montage through that sort of sequence of you guys like respectfully getting all these scarecrows onto like a big pyre and just burning it down. When you guys go
Montage
back-
just piling up corpses.
When you guys go back to like find the tomte, you hear the sounds of giggling and not the body.
Oh, we should have got that first.
He's dead. I'm just gonna let you know right now. Some other gnomes picked him up. Some probably not crazy gnomes.
Well, I believe our work here is done. There's no more trickster. However, we have some news to bring.
Oh, you do find, however, a box. sitting in where the gnome was.
A box.
I'll pick that up. And he kind of holds it up in front of everybody and opens it.
Inside its bag.
It's what?
A bag.
Puts a bag in a box. It's a container inside of a container. And he pulls out the bag.
Yes, it's a bag.
All right. And he puts it back and closes the box. We'll bring this to, I don't know, someone.
Look in the bag.
Yeah, you were so close to figuring out this puzzle. I really, truly believe in you.
I didn't feel like there was anything in there. It just felt like an empty bag.
No,
She's
there's
over
something in there.
Oh.
You didn't look in it.
She's gonna stick her
I assumed
hand-
you would have felt some kind of weight.
When he goes to shut it, she just sticks her arm in at the last second, and he like closes it on her hand, and she just pulls the bag out and opens it.
Inside the bag is a box.
She's gonna take the box out.
Okay.
Watch the master at work.
She's just like eye level with it, like and she just opens the box.
There's a stone inside.
She looks at the stone.
It's pretty normal. It's like a rubber stone.
And she's gonna look at Salim, look at her wrist where the scar that they both have is, and just be like, and then she's gonna pick it up and like hold it out.
It does nothing, but you can pretend what it does however you want.
She starts screaming in pain. And it's just like shaking her hand, and she like makes her eyes go a little bit whiter, and like you see cold breath come out, and her hands shaking, and she's screaming, and she's like, "This guy is a rock." She hands it to Salim.
Huh. All right. Well, what the fuck just happened? He's just still baffled by all of these gnomes and everything.
It's a barn gnome.
And that's a rock.
He says like you should know what that means.
Yeah.
That's
I
just a
think
barn
What
gnome.
happens is we hear, what the fuck just happened, and then we cut scenes to you guys in the bar, or inside the meat hall, trying to explain it to him. It's a barn gnome. This is what's going on.
Yeah, no, it was a barn gnome. You know, typical barn gnome things. Their porridge. That one like butter on top.
They're
Who knew?
fat gnomes.
Well, no, they're fine gnomes until you don't give them porridge.
Why would you even bother to give them? I don't know. I'm sorry. This is all new to me.
Well, they can be quite useful if they can be nice.
Yeah, have you ever heard the story of like the elves that cobbled shoes? They were barn gnomes.
But then the rock.
There are dwarves who make shoes.
God damn it, Ethan. They were barn gnomes too. I don't believe in dwarves.
There's a myth in Norsate that if you leave broken shoes out on your porch and leave a glass of mead, a dwarf will come by in the morning and they'll be fixed.
Yeah, just like the elves.
Real drunk elves.
Yeah.
Running around fixing shoes.
Elves don't exist in
no.
this setting.
Sorry, gnomes.
The rock might actually be a rock, but it's good that you took it with you. You wouldn't want to,
No, I feel like there was a rock-shaped hole in my life that has now been fulfilled. So no, I do feel wonderful about this.
Right, yeah.
Another round, please.
Could have upset the gnomes if you had left it, and then you'd have gnome problems.
I think it rocks.
You know what they say is, you got 99 problems, but a gnome ain't one.
Ah, yes, that's an ancient Norman saying. Yes.
It's a proverb, yeah, indeed. Oh, we should make it a note to tell the farmer that there are more gnomes there, and that she should be leaving porridge just probably out.
I'm gonna say you did.
Perfect. We
With
did.
butter on top.
Montage.
Butter on top.
Yeah. Some with, some without. Just in case. Preferences, Not a porridge man myself, but now it goes. Anyway, job well done.
Yes. So now what? I mean, we are the heroes of Hostad essentially, but what comes next? What's next for Vestian and Cardis?
Well, Ren, can I see your cloak, please?
Yeah. And she just sadly takes off, and it's like it just has the whole back is shredded.
And he kind of picks up and says, well, this is just terrible quality. And he lays it down and puts both of his hands on it, and you just see it glow. And he picks it back up and says, all right, well, there you go. And all the holes are mended.
You see her almost like a cat. She puts it down on the bar and is just rubbing her face against it, and just finds a comfy spot and is just laying there on it.
Not the
Did you just
reaction
hear?
I
Thank
expected. And
You're a seamstress. I had no idea.
well, it's very inconvenient for the rest of the village if you have holes in your armor all the time, like your leather work or your, and I can just kind of mend that for you. Like your several dozen wounds that you sustained in your chest, I could probably fix your shirt at least. Not the wounds, but the shirt. And he puts his hand over towards your chest and stitches back together your shirt.
Hey, fantastic. No, this is much more important than healing the wounds.
Yeah, well, time heals those. Time doesn't heal leather. It makes it worse. Simple hunter knowledge. I'd figure that bear hunters such as yourselves would know that.
First of all, never doubt us. We're the best bear hunters in all of ever.
No, I agree. I saw it. Well, I mostly saw some of it. I was asleep for a bit of it
It
at the
wasn't
end.
just a dream. You did see us.
No, and then I died at the end there, and I didn't see the final blow, but I heard that Cardis was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
He just side eyes Salim, like gauging his reaction.
You can see Salim's jaw just clench.
I think I need a night's rest before anything.
Yes, I would like to sleep for 76 years, please. I am very
It's a
tired.
long, it's a long and very specific amount of time. I don't think we have that long.
I think that's where we end the scene.
Perfect.
And just for, I just want to give some flavor of what's happening next time. Being a hero doesn't mean that you succeed at everything you set out to do. Those songs are dull and no one really bothers with them. The best tales have our heroes beaten only to rise later, learn from their mistakes, and then strike back. A reminder that courage is fear, but with determination to continue. Because next time, you guys are getting payback. You're gonna bring down those Hiptors down.
Oh, I was so confused. I was like, what? We have fucked up everything. Like, what are we getting payback against? I mean, we've almost died every time, but we still fucked it up in the end.
Almost?
Listen, I've died as many times as Salim has died.
Yeah, but scarecrows are scary.
Yeah. So is a
Literally.
fucking bear. A space bear.
Space.
Okay? Yeah, you had a fucking scarecrow stuff with human organs. I died to a space bear who killed me fucking with 21 damage in one hit. Some nonsense. Bullshit space bear.
Fucking space bears.
Yeah, fucking crit me.
I don't know.
Yeah. I had a 22, it crit me.
Yeah, I think this all
jerk.
boils down to the simple advice of get good.
Yeah, apparently. God damn it. Alright, guys. That was it for episode 4 of The North Seat. I think it was called The Ladies Something.
Ladies' hand.
Ladies' Hands! I nailed it. Let's go around, do our introductions, and get the hell out of here. And let's see about hosting a friend of ours. We will start with Ethan. Ethan, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And what do you think about this episode?
I'm Ethan. You can find me at Super Robot Bear on the Twitter. Among other things, today I released an episode of the podcast I do with a friend called Too Many RPGs, where we talked to Grant Ellis about his Invisible Sun project. It's very good.
How'd that go?
Really good.
Yeah, Grant is a lovely, strange dude, and I love him. And he does a lot of weird things in tabletop, and I love them also.
Which include Invisible Sun, which is perfect, right up his alley.
It is exactly up his alley. That is for sure. Cool. So, if
And
you
I-
guys... Oh, good.
I had fun making you guys scared and almost killing you again.
Yeah, great. Thanks for that last part. And if you guys didn't know, Ethan is the creator of The North Seat. These books are available on DriveThruRPG. If you'd like to get your little hands on those, check out that link in the description there for that. And while you're doing so, let's hear from Miss Ninja Ninja. Who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And what do you think of today?
Xmas Ninja across pretty much everything. I think today was really fun. I like the less obvious scary stuff, if that makes sense. It's subtle. I enjoy it. But I'm having a lot of fun, and eventually I'll know which spells I have.
Perfect. And here to keep track of your spells, Bird, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And what did you think of today's episode?
Hey folks, I am Bird vs. Plane. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at that name. You can find me here on Encounter Roleplay, on Tall Squall, on my own channel, and as part of Bird in the Storm Publishing, which we have some very exciting announcements I can release soon as we get some stuff signed. This was a great session. It was a lot of fun. I'm super glad we didn't die, and we get to all do some cool shit. I got to do an action roll. Cardis got to headbutt a damn wall down. Bestian saved my life. Rin got to unleash some awesome ice breath magic. This is fun. It's a really fun session. Great job, everybody.
That's pretty awesome. And avoiding the ice breath magic that is the winter in Canada. Madfish, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And what do you think of today's episode?
I'm Mad Fishmonger. You can find me online at Mad Fishmonger. And I had a good time. I always have a good time. I like the weird dynamic that our group has. We do still like each other, but I think we're starting to get along a little bit better. Slowly. We'll probably super bond, and then the game will be over.
Yeah, like on episode 11ish, around that time frame.
That's when we'll start liking Bestian.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm also super, super excited. Some of you may know that I've been working with New Agenda Publishing on a new game called O-Run, and that is getting closer and closer and closer, deadlines, to being done. And it's just fun. You get to be aliens, weird aliens. You be an alien with leaves for your hair. It's so cool. Anyway,
And
I'm
you
super
be
excited about it.
bear.
Yes. You can be a weird, there's one of the creatures is really small and super adorable, but they're vicious killers. It's amazing.
That's awesome. Cool. Before we get the heck out of here and go raid our friends, I will remind you guys this is a sponsored stream. We are sponsored by the Dice of Rolling. They create a complete set of polyhedral dice, customized for D&D 5e. They also have a bunch of wooden minis that are super awesome looking, as well as status tokens. It's like carrying an army. Wow, and I'm having a stroke right there. An army of miniatures in your pocket. After I recover from this illness that I have just achieved, let's go raid our friends over there at Saving Throw Show. They're currently playing Pugmire. So if you guys want a sweet, cuddly, refresher from whatever the hell just happened with scarecrows and fucking brain hats, go check out our friends over at Saving Throw. And from all of us to you guys, bye-bye.